the event. So hopefully you're all fine with that. We will get started in just a minute as the attendees join in. We have around 28 people on Zoom right now, and that's going up as we speak. Yuki, would you mind going to the next slide, please? Okay, good. It's 10:05. Today is the 4th of October, 2025. So if you're either from the past or the future, kindly identify yourselves. We have a bit of a packed agenda for you today. We'll start now. We have an opening speech. We have the introduction to the sponsors, some event details, and some hackathon logistics. Very standard stuff. You will get to understand the structure and the function of the NASA hackathon. You'll get to understand the role you're going to play in there, how you're going to be evaluated, and some logistics. A lot of the logistics can be found on Discord. So if you're not on the Discord server for this event, kindly do so. You really need to be there to get all the instructions from the organizers. Stay in touch with us, provide us with any feedback you have or any issues you're running into so that we can assist you. There's also a few channels. There's the team formation channel if you're trying to form teams, and the mentor channel where you can reach out to the mentors for help. All right. Yuki, if you can go to the next slide, please. So where are we? This is the largest space and science hackathon in the world. We say this every year, and oftentimes we wonder how large it really is. And so just to give you a sense of the numbers, Yuki, if you can go to the next one. This is what it is. When Binnovative started organizing this hackathon back in 2014, we were just about a little over 8,000 people strong. That has now grown to around 93,000 people in 2024, and I'm hoping we'll break the 100,000 people record this year. So as you can imagine, this is a really, really large event. It happens all over the world simultaneously at the same time, and you are all part of a pretty massive global event to help solve some of the world's toughest challenges. So what better event to be part of than one that brings the best minds in the world to solve the world's toughest challenges? You've all been through the NASA challenges. If you've not, you should go there. There's some very interesting challenges out there that you can tackle to create a pretty large impact on the world. So thank you for being part of this event, being part of the hackathon, and helping the world be a better place. For us itself, it's a pride and joy and an honor to have organized this every year since 2014. We have seen this grow a lot. We have seen a lot of high quality, very, very good submissions come out of it. But more importantly, we have seen people walk out of this hackathon with a renewed sense of purpose, a renewed sense of what is possible, and also some close friendships and close partnerships as well. So thank you. I'm going to hand this over now to Eriko, who is our lead organizer and the CEO of Binnovative, to take this forward.
Thank you so much, Harish. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 NASA Space Up Challenge Boston. This year, there are over 450 locations in the world, around the world, and from big city to small towns. There were the people to come together to collaborate, innovate, and solve challenges using NASA's open data. You are the part of the fully global movement. Can you go next slide? And now you are in Boston. Yay! Yeah, so excited to have you as today, whether your very first time hackathon or you're the returning participant. I see a lot of people coming back. Thank you so much. Boston is proud to host such a passionate community of dreamers, makers, and innovators. Can you go next slide? This event is organized by Innovative, which is non-profit organization based in Boston, founded by me, Eriko, back in 2014. And this year is actually 12 years. Wow. Thank you so much for guys. And our mission is simple but powerful. Collaborate to innovate. Through innovation, intellectual, and collaborative experience, we aim to cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset and inspire next generative of innovators. So if you go to next slide, you can see we used to have amazing in-person events in the Boston area from 2014 to 2019. And these events brought together students, professionals, and community members to brainstorm, prototype, and launch bold ideas. They're a vibrant gathering that really showcased Boston innovative spirit. And if you go next slide. Now, since 2020, then after COVID-19, the another ISAC Boston shift to the fully virtual event, which is making fourth online event in this year. Even though we can meet face to face, we are grateful to welcome participants from around the world. I thought a lot of people attendees from overworld in this event. It's such an amazing thing. So, and also our judges are also joined from virtually from different cities. So while you may physically cannot get together, we are still deeply connected by our shaped in new way to share the passion for innovation and exploration. Now, if you go to the next slide, yes, opening speech. Since our very first time in NASA Hackathon Boston, which is 2014, we have been honored to receive the continued support of Consulate General of Japan in Boston. This year, we are once again delighted to welcome back Mr. Seiichiro Takahashi, Consul General of Japan in Boston, who also gave the opening remarks last year. That is so happy. Before coming to Boston, Mr. Takahashi served as a Minister of the Embassy of Japan in Israel, another global hub of innovation. Now in Boston City, equally by innovation ecosystem. He connected together, Japan and the innovations in the world. It's a true honor to have him in today. Please welcome Consul General Takahashi.
Good morning. Do you see me? Okay. Good morning. Hello from Boston again. My name is Takahashi, Japanese Consul General in Boston, covering all the 6 states in New England. It is truly my great pleasure to meet, with the team members participating in this prestigious hackathon. Now celebrating, I understand, its 12th year today. Currently, space cooperation between Japan and the US is rapidly advancing. In future mission of the Artemis program, we are pursuing the historic milestone of sending a Japanese astronaut to become the very first non-American to walk on the lunar surface. Additionally, collaboration at various levels in the field of space education, including Kibo Cube, And Artemis Student Challenge is gaining tremendous momentum. This year's ISAC theme is Learn, Launch, and Lead. NASA professionals are looking forward to your presentation with great anticipation. Let me touch upon the achievement of the ISAC Japanese team. In the past, the Japanese team was nominated as one of the top 10 teams selected from tens of thousands of participants for 2 consecutive years under the art and technology theme. Their accomplishments attract such attention that they were featured on the front page of the local town magazine, the weekly New York Seikatsu, a weekly New York Life, literally to be translated. 2023 New Year's edition. The project featured in the newspaper proposed an innovative idea using traditional Rokkaku ori, hexagonal folding techniques to create a folding model of the Japanese of the James Webb Space Telescope using just a single piece of origami paper. Previously, reproducing the deployment mechanism of the James Webb Space Telescope for educational purpose required kits. The team proposal to recreate the telescope model using just one piece of paper through origami was groundbreaking from accessibility perspective in space education. Their project was a true contribution to science communication, making seemingly complex space technology accessible to everyone in a simple, approachable format. I understand that high school and university students have gathered here today. If you have more appetite for the continuous challenges in the space field after this ISAC event, you might want to take on JAXA's official delegation program to the ISE, International Astronautical Congress, through ISEB, International Space Education Board. This program opens for application every spring, and the selected students representing Japan alongside professionals from JAXA at the world's largest space conference, typically held from September to October each year. So I sincerely wish all of the best, or the best of luck, and in your continuous effort and future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Takahashi. It's very, how to say, we have a lot of young attendees in the Boston event. So it's very, exciting to hear your, encouragement. And also, we actually hope to more, young people to challenge your, the JAXA thing you mentioned. And then we all change the world from Boston. Thank you so much, Mr. Takahashi.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's amazing opening remarks. Now, I'd like to introduce the sponsor for supporting our event. you can see the Amazon Web Service, AWS. AWS is probably better than us, the world's most comprehensive and widely approved cloud platform, offering 200 free future service from data centers worldwide. For ISAC Boston, AWS is providing the sponsorship prize. So with their judges, so we welcome the Samir from the web service tomorrow as a judge. So he's going to provide award for you for the winner. And Mitsubishi Corporation. Mitsubishi Corporation Americas is a wholly owned U.S. subsidiary of Mitsubishi Corporation in Tokyo, global integrated business enterprise spanning 8 business global across virtually and in web industry. So we are grateful for continuously support from Mitsubishi Corporation America. And also, this is a very popular company for young student in Japan for applying. If you are interested in applying your student, they are probably a challenging place to consider. And also, Toyota US, of course. Toyota is the world's motor corporation, founded in 1937 in Toyota City in Japan. One of the world's leading automotive manufacturer. We're especially thankful Toyota continued support from beginning, which is 2014, every single year, they are supporting us. And then they're, innovating as well. And then going to the different angle, like, AI angle, maybe Toyota. We are going together to the innovation. And also, of course, Japanese Consulate General of Japan in Boston. We just amazing opening speech from Mr. Takahashi. And also they're supporting our event since 2014, every year. Okay, now I'm gonna pass microphone to Kanata, my colleague, to explain logistics.
Thank you, Eagle. So I'd like to first go through a quick timeline of the event details for the next 2 days. So after this opening ceremony, we'll be finalizing team formations. So please register your team and project on the official ISAC portal website. We will also be holding some office hours, mentor office hours from 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. today. And please also don't hesitate to ask any questions on the Discord on either the general or mentor channels. It'll be open throughout the whole entire hackathon. And we'll also have one more office hour tomorrow at 10 a.m. These are all Boston EST time. And by noon, we'll be stopping the hacking and submitting our projects. We'll have 5-minute presentations and judging at 1 p.m. for each team. And at 4:30, we'll have a closing ceremony and an announcement for the winners. To introduce our mentors for this year, we have Harish, a tech entrepreneur, mainly in software and electronics. He's one of Innovative's founding members and works on business development. And also myself, I am a 3rd year pursuing a degree in aerospace engineering. Also to quickly introduce our other organizers, we have Yuki, mainly dealing with the event registration and logistics, as well as Misaki and Sogo, mainly dealing with the outreach. Now I'll be passing it on to Sogo.
Right, thank you, Kanata. Right, so this year, the NASA ISAC Space Tips Challenge theme is to learn, launch, and lead. This theme encourages participants to learn new skills and deepen their understandings of STEM, launch bold ideas by transforming open data into actionable solutions, and to lead communities in pioneering innovation and discovery. Together, we'll be using the power of open data and global collaboration to solve some of the world's toughest challenges on Earth and beyond. And then if you want, the specific challenges themselves, you can find those at the SpaceX Challenge homepage. The link is also going to be in the resource document. This is going to be a document that's going to have all the links, all of the names, all the information provided to you. That would be sent in the Discord, so please check that out. And then it's also going to have a team formation video that, we looked at it. It was great. So if you'd like, you could definitely watch that. Um, and yeah, that's going to be posted on the Discord. And I think, Harish, if I could pass it on to you.
Thank you, Soko. So you must be wondering who is going to judge you and what are they going to judge you on. So if you can please go on to the next slide. We have a very good list of judges, a bunch of whom are repeat judges from past years. We have at least one who's new. So let me go ahead and introduce them. We first have Christopher Carr. Christopher Carr is an assistant professor at the Georgia Institute of Technologies, Daniel Guggenheim School of Aerospace Engineering, and the School of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences. Dr. Carr has been our mentor for Binnovative and a judge at the ISAC Boston event since its beginning. We welcome Mr. Kenta Tsuchiya, who is the Deputy Director of JAXA's Washington, D.C. office. He's representing the premier Japanese space agency in the Americas. We welcome JAXA for the longest time here as a judge in the hackathon. So we are happy to have Mr. Kenta back here. We have Mirza Samnani. Mirza is also a repeat judge at the hackathon. He's a robotics engineer at NASA JPL, working on various research projects. And he has led a number of teams in prominent robotics competitions and is the founder of Ignite Labs. And last but not least, we have Samir. Samir Kenkre leads the corporate VC and innovation group at AWS Startups, which is a group of 1,000 plus former entrepreneurs and investors. So you've got a lot of dimensionality here. You have academia, you have industry, you have practitioners, you have all kinds of people looking at your submissions. Now, from the core of the submissions itself, our judges, the local judges for Boston, look for very specific things. So if you can go on to the next slide, I'll explain what those are. These should not be any surprise to anybody. We look for 5 major themes in your presentation. We look for the impact of what you're trying to solve for. We try to look for creativity in how you're solving something. We certainly look for validity to make sure whatever you're solving is actually grounded in principles. We want to make sure that what you're doing, what your submission directly solves the challenge that NASA puts out for you. And of course, we want to also make sure your storytelling is on point, that you're actually conveying the challenge, the method, and its significance in a nice and eloquent fashion, right? So impact again, what is the impact of your project, both from a quality standpoint and a quantity standpoint? Does it solve a small challenge? Does it solve a big one? Does it inspire others? So it doesn't matter if it's small or big, but we want to make sure that it is concrete in both its quality and its quantity. Creativity. How are you trying to solve it? Is it a novel concept? You heard Mr. Takahashi talk about one of our prior winners and the use of the origami space folding technique for the James Webb Telescope. Something creative that melds arts, sciences, culture together to form a solution. Is it that? Are we trying to do something that has not been done before? Certainly lay a lot of emphasis on this. Next thing is the validity. You might have impact, you might have creativity, but is what you're trying to solve really solving the problem? Is it technically feasible? In as much as you can present the technical feasibility of it, that would be great. Some people ask me, should I write code? Should I do a mock-up? All of that is fine. These are all modes and mechanisms by which you can express the validity of what you're trying to achieve. However you can express that, you should, in the time that's given to you, right? The next thing is relevance. We want to make sure that your solution directly addresses the challenge that NASA has laid out for. This is, of course, an exception to if you're trying to bring your own challenge to the table. But really speaking, we want to make sure you're integrating good data, for example, NASA's data. You're using things that are publicly known as ways to solve the challenge and what have you. So we want to make sure that what you're doing is direct. The problem you're trying to solve is directly solved using the solution you're offering here. And last but not least, of course, the presentation. I typically advise people to have one or two people present and make sure that your storyline is concise and you spend a lot of time presenting the core of your solution that illustrates the 4 points above, right? So that storytelling and how quickly and concisely you can convey what you're trying to convey is extremely beneficial. And the tip I always give people, leave a lot of time for the judges to ask you questions. If you can go to the next slide, please. So finally, we have Sogo. Can you please present the awards and what we are looking for? Before we go to Sogo, just one quick thing. What I just talked about is the local judging. We also have global nominees, which Sogo will get to in a bit. Just to let you know that the more the participants in a particular event, the more nominations we can present for global judging. So it's in our best interest to have a lot of people hack at this hackathon, because the number of people in a hackathon decide how many we can send over to global judging, whether it's one, whether it's two, whether it's three. So we're always excited to have a lot of people attend and hack at the Boston event. That also improves our chance of submitting more submissions for global judging. All right, so I'm off to you, Sogo.
Right, thank you. So, okay, right, the award summary. So in our current, the judging that we're gonna do tomorrow, everything that's gonna be set tomorrow, we're gonna have three until the third place, ISAC Boston Awards. That's gonna be that part. And yeah, we'll have a first place prize, a second place prize, and the local prizes, which will be determined after tomorrow's presentations. And then we'll also have this Amazon AWS award, which is from our sponsor, yeah, Amazon AWS. Right. And then on the next page, right, it's talking again, like Harish said, about how, more projects we submit, the more projects that are gonna be nominated. So, 1 to 10 projects, one nomination, up to 20 projects, two nominations, and then up to the third nomination, it'll be the local first, second, and third place winners. Those people will be nominated for the NASA Global Judging. Right. And then on the next page, these will be the rounds of judging that we're going to be doing. So on the first part, right, without the numbers, that's going to be tomorrow, during the hackathon, the local judges are going to be reviewing the project submissions at the local level, and then they'll, talk about our local winners, the people who win this current thing. That's going to be presented tomorrow. And then after that, the universal event judging will take place from October 6th to the 12th, and then the local judges review the project submissions for the events, and then the leads tally the results and submit the teams to become the global nominees for the website. And then on November 5th, all the global nominees are going to be announced. And then after that, the global judging is going to happen, which is going to take place during November. The space agency experts and the judge projects are going to be selecting the global finalists. And then on November 17th, the team's going to announce the global finalists. This is going to be for the whole NASA event and honorable mentions. And then after that, finally, the exclusive judging, sounds amazing, sounds cool, is going to happen. And that is going to take from about November to December. Again, the leaders are going to be reviewing the global finalist projects and select the global winners. So this is going to be the actual final. These people are the winners, and that's going to be presented. That's going to be shown to everyone on December 18th. So if you win, that's the date that you should memorize. That's the important one. And yes, I think that's it from me. Misaki, if you could take the mic.
Yes, thank you. So it might be a little bit repetitive. Global finalists and honorable mentions. After the hackathon, selected projects from each local event will advance to the global judging round as global nominees. On November 5th, NASA and space agency partner experts will review these nominees to select global finalists and honorable mentions, which will be announced on November 26th. Finally, on December 18th, NASA's executive committee will announce the 10 global winners representing the top innovations worldwide. Can you go to the next, please? The global judging project suggests globally across multiple award categories. These include technical categories like best use of science, data, and technology, creative categories like art and technology and best storytelling, and impact-based ones such as galactic impact, local impact, and global connection. Each award highlights a different strength from innovation in scientific value to inspiration and communication. Global winners receive official NASA certificate and are featured on the NASA Space Apps website and social media. They are also invited to the winners celebration, where they get to meet NASA scientists, engineers, and other inspiring innovators from around the world. Lastly, we have our ISAC Boston 2025 original swag shop. You can grab exclusive event merchandise like shirts, hoodies, mugs, and tote bags by scanning the QR code or visiting the link shown here. All proceeds help support the Space Apps community and future events. Now passing back to Kanata.
Thank you. So I just wanted to remind everybody that we are on Discord, and if you have any questions throughout the whole entire hackathon, you're welcome to come in and ask any questions. I do see some hands raised currently, so at the end, we will be answering questions, and if you have more questions after that, we are always here on Discord. And to submit your project, here's a QR code and a link to a guide on how to submit your project. We'll also be posting this on the Discord, so if you can't get it now, you will have it later and you will have it tomorrow. And passing it back to Harish.
Cool. So one quick note about NASA's criteria regarding the submission. As you can imagine, NASA is a nonprofit organization, and all of the innovation that's happening around the world is for the benefit of the world. And as a result, that any content you're creating for the International Space Apps Challenge needs to be made available freely and without restriction. That is, it either needs to be under an MIT license or licensed under another open source license as defined by the OSI. So if you don't know what license to use, you can use MIT if you think it's just worldwide or and freely accessible, or you can go to opensource.org/docs/OSD and pick an open source license of your choice. But you'll have to have it under one of several available open source licenses so that your innovation is accessible to everybody. You can go to the next slide, please. There are a lot of information. This was a lot of information, and there is a lot more information available for you at spaceappschallenge.org/resources. Certainly, my recommendation is to go to the Discord channel where all these resources are pinned and to go to the various Space Apps Challenges resources from there. Certainly, you can ask us questions. There's a lot of information available online as well. All right. So with that, we conclude this part of the programming. We wish you all the very best in hacking away on some of the world's most pressing challenges for the next 2 days. We are all here to support you. We are all here cheering for you. And let's make the Boston event yet another spectacular one for NASA and for the world. Thank you very much. Thank you all. And thank you all for spending this precious time with us. If you have any questions, we'll leave the Zoom channel open for you to ask questions. We can just have a free mic open role with anyone who wants to do so. Best if you ask it on Discord, because the questions you have are probably questions that others have, and so we can answer them and others can see as well. All right. Thank you.